Alright, viewers, in case if you don't know, the Igbo being the socio-political body that joins all the Igbos, both in Nigeria and in diaspora, they have praised the governors of the Southeast for the support they placed on Anioma State. Though some few days ago, this one happened. It's not just happening now, just some few days ago. So, but it's worthy, commendable, and not just to tell you that they have commended the governors for supporting, that's the Southeast governors for supporting the Anioma State creation. They also warned, they also urged all Igbos, whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad in diaspora, to support the creation of Anioma State. It does not just happen like that. This is because why they gave this, statement is because the Southeast governors voted for Anioma. This is how the voting went. In case if you don't know, but I know that many of us they are aware. Ebonyi State voted for Anioma State. Second choice, Adada State. Abia State voted for Anioma State. Second choice, Adada State. Imo State voted for Anim State. Second choice, Anioma State. Enugu State voted for Adada State. Second choice, Anioma State. And Anambra State voted Anim State. Second choice, Adada State. This is how it went. So checking all the votings and the second runner-up, it was very clear that Anioma State holds the highest vote, and thereby the Igbo now gave their support, their full support behind the creation of Anioma State. Forget what people are saying. Those people,
Make I tell on the truth. My next life I go be Igbo man. Today I be Igbo. Tomorrow I be Igbo. Next life I go be Igbo. Make I no carry Niger Delta come the separators. Sat is Niger Delta. Now Wasobia we see. Now Wasobia we be. All these sats are political. Niger Delta are political. And I just use them to cause problem for us. We know. No, we say we don't know. And I use them to cause wahala. Come they deceive us.
Can some of you stop this madness? Anioma is not Igbo. Delta is not Igbo. Anioma should remain South. Can some of you stop this madness? When I come,
I want to ask you one question. My name is Onyema Ejime Paul. Across the service of Onyema, Ejime is Ejima. How will I explain to a John man that have not met me? I just write later, or explain to full animal when I'm not betting that I'm not of Igbo stock. It's not my making that I'm an Igbo. It is natural. So we before we become even so-called Igbo or Denaina, people say Western Igbo, Middle-Western Igbo, Bende Igbo, Delta Igbo. I'm not the one that invented that nomenclature. So please, let us support those who want to free us so that our freedom will be easy and quick. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, please, I want to ask something today.
Okay, I'm coming back.
The unification of the Igbo-speaking people all across Nigeria there is an unstoppable mission. For some of you also who are from that Benin, who are bought liquors to Yoruba, whereby you only exist in that your Benin. You don't have extensional brothers and sisters outside that your Benin. Now, I want to educate you people something you people fail to understand.
well, usually anywhere something good comes, or anywhere that human beings are, you will always hear voices. Sometimes there will be quarrel. It's as if they are quarreling, but it's not a true quarrel, because sometimes even the teeth and the tongue, they bite each other. They are in disagreement sometimes. So it's like that. Anywhere there are human beings, and if you don't hear people's voice, people having some disagreement from time to time, not all the time, you know that something is wrong. So I am not surprised based on what Ukwane people is saying. And sometimes I learned that some people from Ukwane, a few of them, they will say that they are not Igbo, they are not Igbo. Meanwhile, the name of your town self is an Igbo name, Ukwane. There is Ukwane. Some people bear Ukwane in Enugu State as their surname. I have a close person, I've asked him, Ukwane, is your father from Delta State? He said, no, that is their native name in Enugu State, Ukwane. So all these issues, I want to believe that this time around, people are trashing it, head on this time. So let it be that after the creation of Anioma State, God's willing that these things will die down, and I believe it will die down naturally. Because Anioma people will come to realize that what they have is different dialect and not different language.
So as a member of the team representing the youth, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, thank you very much. Before we started this studio talk right now, I think I sent you a video.
Yes.
On the 1st of September 2024, the most distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko held an Anioma stakeholders meeting in Grand Hotel, Asaba, where all sons and daughters of Anioma came together. The day of Agbo was there. The how will I put it down? Maybe the acting Azagba of Asaba, because then this new Azagba was in the process of being enthroned, was there in that meeting. Many traditional rulers across Delta North were there. Senators, I said senators, House of Rep members were there. Ngozi Okoli was there. All sons and daughters from Delta North were there. Now, how do you want them to consult you in a democratic setting? Do you want everybody to knock on your door to come and be consulting you one by one on your door?
Giving you a good job.
Yeah, to consult you? I don't understand. The video.
Well, with all those people present, which other consultation are these people looking for? Which other consultation, for God's sake? If rep members and traditional rulers and the other people are there, is it not left for them to now have further consultation with their constituency? It's very simple now. As they are there, when they go back, they discuss with their constituencies the outcome of their meeting. And that's why they are there.
Made the numbers of the state in the South to be 7, and that will increase the agitation. And there is no way legally you can say that Anioma State can be created from the Southeast, because that will need boundary adjustment. The states have been settled. The geopolitical zones have been recognized by law. In the Federal Character Commission, you will see the geopolitical zones. And Anioma is in the South-South. So Anioma is not qualified by law to be created from the Southeast. So legally and unconstitutionally, they are not part of the Southeast. So they cannot be talking about being created from the Southeast.
Well, I think somebody should tell Honorable Kenneth Okonkwo that what they are talking about is ceding of Anioma State to Southeast region, where they originally belongs. Somebody should tell Kenneth Okonkwo that it has been a long agitation from the Anioma people and the Banke people. And what they are doing now is to cede it. They are not saying that originally that they are not in Delta, in South side. They were in Delta, in South, but the game now, the plan now is to cede it, of which they are seeking legal backing to cede it to Southeast. And in the national level, it has been discussed. They are still on it. It has not been ended. And they have voted for it among the governors of the Southeast. So they approved Anioma State. What they need, what the government needs, is to do some boundary adjustment and a bakri. I think it's a bakri and other parts of that region with Anioma people become parts of Southeast, of which they have long been agitating for. that. I believe that has settled this matter.
The National Assembly was very clear in their declaration that a state should be created from the southeast. Southeast is a geopolitical zone. It's not a tribe. So when people talk about southeast, there are 5 states in the southeast: Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi. So by the declaration of the National Assembly, any state that should be created must be created from these 5 states. And that is because of the injustice meted out to the southeast people, where they have 5 states, and there are some geopolitical zones that have 7 states. So any area not part of southeast is not qualified at all to even be considered. If by any means the National Assembly creates another state from another geopolitical zone, they have increased the agitation, because you have increased the number of states in that geopolitical zone to be 7, and the southeast will still remain 5, and they will continue to agitate against marginalization. So what the National Assembly said is a state should be created from the southeast, and it is not from the south-south. So if you create an Anioma state and there is nobody from the southeast, that is against the creation of an Anioma state. But it has to be created from the south-south, not from the southeast. If you create an Anioma state, you have made the numbers of the state in the south-south to be 7, and that will increase the agitation. And there is no way legally you can say that an Anioma state can be created from the southeast, because that will need boundary adjustment. The states have been settled. The geopolitical zones have been recognized by law. In the Federal Character Commission, you will see the geopolitical zones. And Anioma is in the south-south. So Anioma is not qualified by law to be created from the southeast. So legally and unconstitutionally, they are not part of the southeast. So they cannot be talking about being created from the southeast. Every majority tribe in Nigeria has that advantage that they are spread in about 3 geopolitical zones. Every majority tribe. And they use it for their own advantage. The Hausa Fulani is spread in the northwest, northeast, and north central. So meaning any president from Hausa Fulani extraction can actually appoint Hausa Fulani from the northwest, from the northeast, from the north central, and still be arguing that it's from different geopolitical zones. The Yoruba are spread southwest, north, and even a little bit of south-south. So a president of Yoruba extraction can actually appoint Yoruba from the south, the southwest, from the north, and from the south-south, and still argue that no, he's appointing people from different geopolitical zones. Ndi Igbo too, as a majority tribe, are spread in the southeast, in the south-south, and in the north. So any attempt by anybody to say let the whole Igbo come into one zone, to become one geopolitical zone, you are actually diminishing in the Igbo. You are actually removing that advantage you have as a majority tribe, because any Igbo president will not have the opportunity to appoint Igbos from the 3 geopolitical zones and still claim he has not offended the federal character.
Well, as usual, you still find some, will I say, use that word, mumu people. They are still talking nonsense with this their mouth. People, some few people from Anioma, you know, saying all sorts of things against the creation of Anioma state. But majority carries the vote, since the majority, more than majority, are in support of the creation of Anioma state. Everybody must not be 100% in support. That is very normal. The military will tell you that, the military will tell you that if they have, if you engaged in a fight, and if there is 5% casualty, that it is allowed. 5% casualty in the military war is allowed. Yes, they told us when we went for NYSC, that was then. You know, jokingly, the man was dropping that statement, no problem, once there is 5% casualty among all of us, that there is no problem, that they have pass mark. You know, the same thing applies to this our discussion. Some people, you find some people talking against the creation of Anioma State, which is very normal. We expect that. If that doesn't come up, means that something is wrong. Okay, so it is very normal. But despite that, some people that don't want to hear such things, they are still, you know, having their voice to be heard, unstoppable, and many people are still coming out to talk in favor of Anioma State, and we believe that Anioma State will be a reality. That one is sure, you know, by the special grace of God, so that this, you know, issue will be rested this time around. We believe that it's going to rest after a decades in the past, and I believe that this will be the time it's going to rest, and with the plan and the brain behind that initiative is going to rest. And once it's done, then the next step is to plan for the 7th state where it's going to come out from. It depends on the most serious people among the rivers area and maybe the Adada, proposed Adada area, and let's see what happens. So, but before then, let's hear what some other people have to say concerning this our discussion.
Make I tell on the truth, my next life I go be Igbo man. Today I be Igbo. Tomorrow I be Igbo. Next life I go be Igbo. Make I no carry Niger Delta come the separate us. South is Niger Delta. Now Wazobia we see. Now Wazobia we be. All these South are political. Niger Delta are political. And I just use them to cause problem for us. We know. Nobody say we don't know. And I use them to cause wahala. Come they deceive us.
Please stop it. These Igbo people, you are fighting for yourself. Don't add us to part of you people. We are not. We have our dialect. We don't speak your language. So don't say we are with you people, or you are fighting for us, or we are together, or we are one. We are not one. You are Igbo. We are Niger Delta, comprises of the Ijos, the Ishekiri, the Urobo, the Benis. We are not Igbo, please. I'm warning you people.
Of you who are from Benin, you are the ones who are good in coming up with all this stupid history, which are false and lies. Saying that both Ibanke people who are also part of those states, they are not Igbos. That Anioma people just want to force the Ibanke people into the Anioma states. Blah 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 blah. Like those of you who are from Benin, more especially. Some of you will be like the Igbos are expansionists. You see, the truth here is this: the unification of the Igbo-speaking people all across Nigeria there is an unstoppable mission. Is a moving train, a moving speed train, which whereby if you from another minority region or other tribe, you have a problem with that, and you want to stand on the way of that moving train, that speed moving train. Believe you me, that train will crush you. The unification of the Igbos is a moving train that will end up crushing you people. For some of you also who are from that Benin, who are bought liquors to Yoruba, whereby you only exist in that your Benin, you don't have extensional brothers and sisters outside that your Benin. Now I want to educate you people something you people fail to understand. Like I earlier said, you see, there's a difference between a general language and a dialect. Like for example, I myself now I'm from Abia State, I'm from Abreba, and you see, I can tell you with fact that if an Ngwa person who is also an Abia person speak that dialect, that Ngwa dialect, believe you me myself, who is also an Abian, who is from the Abreba, Abreba, possibly I'll tell you that I will not understand 100% of that, Ngwa dialect. Just same also, an Ngwa person will not understand 100% of my Abreba dialect. But it is Igbo. Mostly in Benda region, in Bende, which is Abia State, in Bende part, we speak the same dialect, but a little bit of, you know, differences. Yes, a little bit of differences. Just also some people from Anambra State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, Imo State, they have that different dialects, which come to that conclusion of Igbo, and we have the central general Igbo dialect, Igbo language that we can use to communicate. That same thing reflects to the people of Anioma. Anioma people have their own dialects, but there's a central Igbo they use based on communication to the other of their brothers from other parts who are Igbos too. But some of you could be like, Anioma is not Igbo, blah, 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 making your stupid noise. You see, like I said, there's nothing you people can do about it. The Igbo extraction or the Igbo race have come to stay. There's nothing you people can do about it. Absolutely nothing. It's a moving train. The Igbo unification is a must that nobody can stop it. And the creation of the Anioma state have come to stay. And for you people's information, you see you see River State is going to a state will be carved out of River State, which is the Igbo speaking people from River State will be carved out from River State and joined to the Igbo speaking people. You know why? Because why? The unification of the Igbos is paramount and nobody can stop it. Like I said, it's a moving train, a speed moving train that anybody who dares to stop or to stand on the way, the train will crush that person. So for you people's information, the unification of the Igbo race, the Igbo tribe, is a must. Is a must that nobody, I repeat, nobody, is a moving train that nobody can stand at the face of that unification of the Igbos. If you stand on the way, it will crush you. It will crush you.
The origin of Ikwere is Benin. Ikwere man, what is your Benin name? Ikwere girl, what is your Benin name? Ikwere man, what is the name of your grandfather? Nubini. What is the culture that we share with Benin? That our origin is from Benin. They know that Ikwere is Igbo. They just want to divide us. Because why? Political reason. Hello, shudele, vultures. Fathers lying to their children. How can you now, as an Ikwere man, look at your child that is growing now and tell him your child is from Benin? When there is no trace about Benin, when there is no history about Benin, when there is no culture you're sharing with Benin, when there is nothing at all, you can tell me that look at one thing, Ikwere and Benin, there is similarity in it. Nothing whatsoever. And you're not telling me to believe that my origin is from Benin? How? They know. They know that I know what they know. As they talk now, they paint them. All their body, they pepper them. All Bubuano. Ikwere is Igbo. Igbo is Ikwere. And if you look at it, how many Ikwere men they marry Benin woman? 70% of Ikwere are married to the Igbos. They know. So how can you not tell me my origin is from Benin? When I have no trace from Benin? When I don't wear the bead like Oba of Benin? When was the last time Oba of Benin came here now to commiserate with us or show any form of history or trace? No, Abu, brothers like their origin is from Benin. How?
Okay,
So
fine.
you're from Delta?
Yes, I'm from Delta.
Yeah.
Let's say Delta, particularly. I chose to unlearn. I chose to do my own, research.
Get new
Based on,
information.
get information. So like me, we heard so many things so that we are not Igbo. So I said, no. But what I did, I said, you can't tell me that I'm not an Igbo person. Though I'm from Delta, but from my culture, from the way I speak, from the way I see things, 98% typical an Igbo person. And the place you are telling me I come from, we have only, our similarity is just 2%. How can I take that? No, it's not possible. My name is exposing me. My culture is exposing me.
Your language.
Yes, it's what the language I speak. My culture is exposing everything. And you are still telling me the contrary. I said, no, I can't accept that. Yeah, I need to unlearn. So most of Nigerians, they came with what their fathers have told them. That is what is their mind about Igbos. And anytime also they hear one bad thing about Igbo, they amplify it. You see, this is what we are telling you. That is how Igbos are. And the truth is that there is no crime Igbos commit that other tribes in Nigeria have not committed.
Well, you can see that the awareness is growing heavily. And this is a kind of period. This is a period of unlearning. This thing started at a point and it has grown up to this point But this period now is the period of unlearning and let the truth come in to take over. Once the truth take over, and with God being on their side of the Anioma people, you know, the state creation will be done, and these doors will settle. People will now believe and understand where they come from. And you see this identity issue is going to reduce more than 90%. That one, I know it will happen that way. But however, there is still some kind of, you know, issues, like I said earlier when I was starting, concerning the Ukwani people. They were saying that they were not consulted and the rest of them. So we are going to hear the details of that clip. You know, we are trying as much as possible to give you all the details that you need to know concerning what we are discussing. So let's see and watch this clip for you to learn and get some information concerning what we are discussing. Thank you.
Thank you, Boris Nwama, for asking this question. The question is aptly directed to the person that is concerned. First of all, to clear that of my identity, I have to speak small quiet for 1 minute.
Okay.
Abi Osaja Jenu. When you know where bo Onyema Ejime po wa po boyogu. Mungonye mogu we ni kiribo tagbono. So if any na so kwana bo shinde man ko sabu monyo kwana ne ko mshinti onye enugu bia nchini mo bia. No. So kana baby. Anioma State is the only dream that our forefathers had dreamt that is coming true.
It's the only one.
Yes. They have dreamt many good dreams. They never come true. But unfortunately, the dream that's coming true, we are not sleeping when it comes true. We're just waking and the dream comes. So it surprised me that my people who need this liberation more than even the other Inuani and Nochaika are the one dragging us back that they were not consulted before Anioma State. My people, what is consultation? Consultation means to tell, to persuade, to inform. There are many ways that have been done. Through town hall meeting, through radio release, press release, Facebook release, and direct phone talk. To whom it may concern, have been consulted. In the one they could have been consulted. You know that. But I'm surprised now, recently, some professionals who say they're quite professional, but I'm sure they're not doctor, they're not lawyer, they're not engineer, but professional. With due respect, they say they are not consulted. What depth of consultation are they hanging their antagonism about the number on? Is it because they were not consulted with the color and G in their personal house? So let us be serious. Ndokwa nation, Okwani, is not against Anioma creation. Those who claiming that they are against Anioma creation are self-centered, self-propelled, non-faceless organization parading to represent Ndokwa nation. What local stand they have your people to represent or to speak for us? I myself not claim that I have right to represent you. But leave this Anioma creation for majority to decide. So it is very, very bad that you, who need liberation most, is not fighting, supporting your master in slavery. So I want to appeal to Ndokwa people that when the Anioma State created, now, Ndokwa will have one central district. And it's amazing that Ndokwa people, like Berisha has said, that ignorance is part of the game.
It's ignorance, not that they are wicked.
Ndokwa people fail to know that among all Anioma district unit now, it's only Ndokwa that have 3 local government, clear majority. Are you not saying that for the first time in your life, you will decide what happened in NDDC? You will decide how his allocation, a slot from recruitment into federal civil service, other government parastatal will be shared. You are not told that will decide in what goes on socio-politically and existing in Abuja too is a senator representing you. So what other dream are you aspiring for? And lastly, I want to ask you one question. My name is Unification Ejime Paul. Across the service of Onyema, Ejime is Ejima. How will I explain to a John man that have not met me, I just write later, or explain to Fulani man when I've not met that I'm not of Igbo stock? It's not my making that I'm an Igbo. it is natural. So we before we become even so-called Igbo or Denaina, people say Western Igbo, Middle Eastern Igbo, Bende Igbo, Delta Igbo. I'm not the one that invented that nomenclature. So please, let us support those who want to free us so that our freedom will be easy and quick. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Sir, please, I want to add something to this.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, Custodian Uchi. Now, their pain or their challenge or their grievances are aligned with they not being consulted formally. So as a member of the team representing the youth, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, thank you very much. Before we started this studio talk right now, I think I sent you a video.
Yes.
On the 1st of September 2024, the most distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko held an Anioma stakeholders meeting in Grand Hotel, Asaba, where all sons and daughters of Anioma came together. The Den of Agbo was there. The how will I put it down? Maybe the acting Azagba of Asaba, because then this new Azagba was in the process of being enthroned, was there in that meeting. Many traditional rulers across Delta North were there. Senators, I said senators, House of Rep members were there. Ngozi Okolie was there. All sons and daughters from Delta North were there. Now, how do you want them to consult you in a democratic setting? Do you want everybody to knock on your door to come and be consulting you one by one on your door?
Giving you a good job.
Yeah, to consult you. I don't understand. The videos are everywhere. When people say they are not being consulted, I'm taken aback. Now let's leave that. That one is already trashed. That's not an issue. There was something I needed to let us know. You know, some people say, okay, if we leave South, where are we going to? We are going to the Southeast. What is our benefit? Let me make it clear that Anioma State going to the Southeast, Anioma still remain a Niger Delta state. Why? Because we produce oil, we produce gas, we are along the coastline. Imo State is not in the South, but Imo State is a Niger Delta state. Ondo State is not in the South. Ondo is a Niger Delta state. So that's it. You know, Anioma is the bride here. Anioma have everything it takes. You know. Now, I was just going to Section 8 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Talks about state creation. And it brought out the requirements. My dear, we have surpassed that requirement. Yeah.
Well, having listened to that, you know, I said earlier that where more than two people are, or where two people are, everly sometimes we hear their voice up, sometimes their voice will come down. This is what is happening in Anioma, and Okwana being the focus of that clip for today. So, but I think we have come to a certain level that is most likely that we are going to call it a day. And like the Ohanes said, that look, Southeasterners, your governors have supported the creation of Anioma State. So anybody that is an Igbo person, whether you are in Nigeria or you are in diaspora, you have that responsibility to support the creation of Anioma State. This is coming from the socio-cultural group that holds and binds all Igbos in the world. I leave you guys with that message, and I am still Chinedu, and until I come your way next time, bye for now.